here.
Yeah.
It goes down and a little red light comes on to tell you
Okay.
it's powered up.
Do you have to do that every time?
Yeah, well what you do at the end of the day when you've finished, you would disable the hybrid and turn it off. Yes. Yeah.
Key. Can I access it through the top cover?
Graeme, can you switch it from the DC panel as opposed to down
Have
there?
you got a switch on the panel?
Yes,
for
I've
that?
got a switch
Oh,
labelled
hang on.
hybrid, yeah.
Let's have a look, hang on.
I thought I saw one.
Yeah.
Oh, here, okay, so that's it. So that's turned off.
So you
Yeah,
can
so
turn
you
that
just,
one on again now.
just leave that on all the time.
Yes.
Down there. And turn it on from there.
Right, brilliant. I thought I spied something.
See? What you said, I'm not very good.
Oh no, I was only joking.
So there's a hybrid display.
Bit my glasses on so you can see what I'm looking at then.
It is in the user manual, it goes through everything step by step. Which,
That's the one you gave me earlier, wasn't it? Yep.
it's worth just having a read through that for
Yeah.
late night reading. So, number buttons here. The middle button is the battery monitor.
Right.
And that's telling us state of charge, the voltage and the current. And that is actually got a data link to this gauge here, which is this one here, which is the main Victron battery monitor.
Right,
So
okay.
it's just repeating what's on there.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so the second button along here is for the hybrid. See there's the propeller there?
Yep.
And the middle is greyed out. And it'll
Right.
tell you the hybrid shut down, press and hold button to enable. So you press that for a few seconds.
Uh-huh.
Try it, and now we're in electric drive.
Okay.
We're in electric drive because the engine's not running.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then
Yep.
we'll just operate the throttle here.
And that's telling me it's... Oh, right.
So what that's telling us, there we're in neutral. So it's saying stop,
Yep.
no current being drawn.
Yep.
This is the percentage of full speed.
Yep.
It's showing you the battery voltage,
Which is 50, which...
50.9, and the state of charge by the gauge is 100%.
Right.
So as you,
So the 50 means they're half full.
no, this is here, that's 50.8 volts. That's the
Oh,
voltage
gotcha.
of the batteries, yeah? And this is saying here they're at 100% capacity.
Oh, they're full.
Yes, they're full.
Right.
That's right.
So, oh, yeah, because that's 48 volts, isn't it?
Correct. And so what happens is as you run it on the hybrid, this bar starts marching down and that percentage decreases.
Yep.
And you get down to here, which is 20%, it'll start beeping at you and
Sure,
saying,
it won't get down that low.
it's about time you
Yeah,
went over to
absolutely.
engine. Yeah?
Right.
Yeah.
Good.
And then this one just showing you we're in stop. Now the reason that we recommend turning the hybrid off at the end of the day is because it's armed now. So anyone
Yeah.
can come along and move that lever
Indeed.
and not know that it was enabled.
Right.
So here we are, let you drive.
So you just operate standard,
Standard
just
mode.
lift it,
Yeah,
engage.
what you think about is the engine's 43 horsepower. I think it's
Yeah.
43 horsepower. And the motor's only 12 horsepower.
Yeah.
So the motor's fine for normal canal,
Yeah.
palm canal use.
On tidal and flow.
But if you get on the flow and tide, or any situation where you're a bit unsure of,
Yeah.
go on the engine which you're used to,
Yep.
and then you'll slowly learn how much power is in electric and how easy
Yeah.
to do it. It's certainly slow speed moving past more boats. In here, no wind,
Yeah,
electric.
it's good.
And with electric, you can keep the propeller turning at very slow speed and keep steerage at slow speed, so it's
So it's
actually
good for
much more
locks and
flexible.
things like that.
Exactly right, exactly.
Yeah. Not Wolverhampton though. You know Wolverhampton on
I
the
haven't,
Kent,
no.
they've got a sluice
Yeah.
coming from the side and
Yes.
it's really powerful.
Yeah, and one customer's been on the outreach the Thames a bit a lot, and he's saying he's been glad of every 43 horsepower on that engine on occasions. Yes.
Now Mike
Yeah.
sat there, Mike and Jan, they had a Bursco
Oh, okay.
hybrid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mike and Jan, yes, that was
I
a
think-
broad beam, was it?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
It's 12 and a half.
Yes,
13.
it's our time. It's our time. Is it the name of the boat?
I'm not sure, but it's so it had a wheelhouse and that.
Yeah. Well, there we are. So when you want the engine, just simply put it in neutral. Start the engine. Back in gear.
Good.
And now we're on the engine. So what happens now is it automatically becomes a generator.
Yeah.
So there's two charging sources. There's the hybrid,
Yeah.
which is what we're seeing here.
Yeah.
And what happens is it doesn't apply load quickly, it just slowly builds it up so there's no jerky motion. But with flat batteries and at cruising speed 1300 RPM, that'll charge at about 80 amps. Now on top of that, you've got these boost alternators which do another 60 amps.
Yes.
So you can see here we're doing 66, so with the alternators and the hybrid, the total current going is 66 amps. And as I say, at 1200 RPM, low battery voltages, that should go up to about 120, 130 amps. Yeah, so you can rapidly recharge your batteries there. Yeah. So then, you can charge it up. So decide to go back to electric. Start the engine.
Yep.
Turn it off. And back on electric drive. And it's really just as simple as that.
It's so simple, isn't
When
it?
you get up in the morning, first thing, enable the hybrid, check electric drive,
Yeah.
and then off you go. You're going to go electric, you want to go with the engine, it's up to you.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a miracle. It really is.
And you do sort of hybrid cycling and thinking about, you've got from full batteries, it's 30 kilowatt hours of energy in the batteries.
Right.
Put in context, you could boil a kettle for 10 hours, or to cook a roast dinner with an induction oven and a combi oven, it's about 2.5, 3 kilowatt hours.
Yes.
So
Oh, wow.
in theory you can cook many roast dinners. So it means that if you've got to stop somewhere for a few nights, especially if you've got solar as well,
Yes.
think of, well, okay, I'll run the engine in the afternoon, so I've got the batteries quite high up,
Yeah.
and then I won't need to do any charging for a couple of days. I need to cycle
And
that way.
the solar, is that kicks in automatically?
I
Does
think
it?
it'll be on a, is it a
It's on an
MPPT?
MPPT,
Yeah,
that's on
Yeah.
the unit.
so that's working all the time.
And it's got
That's-
Bluetooth as well, so you can see what it's doing on your phone, all the readouts, what's going in and
Oh,
out.
yeah.
Oh, you can teach me.
Yeah, I'll show you that. You'll have to put the app on your
Yeah,
phone there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's really just as simple as that. Certainly use electric going past more boats, and certainly in locks and so on.
Yeah.
But even the open stretches. We had one customer, on the first one, he was a submariner surgeon,
Ouch. You might know my brother.
and he loved the quiet. So he was a past master at not using his engine. So he'd go for about 2 days, be careful with the batteries, and then end up in the marina, plug in, the fiver is charged up overnight, and he's got another 2 days. He did that all the time to get around quite a long way. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if he's the guy who took my brother's appendix out on the Ark Royal.
Oh, could be. Charlie Johnson.
Small
was his name.
world.
Yeah, this was
No, he was a submariner, so.
Yeah, my brother's submariner.
Oh,
eventually,
okay.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he was on the Ark Royal when his
Yeah.
appendix out, and then
Right.
subsequently he went on, ended up on Resolution. So
Ah, okay, possibly.
yeah,
So, Graham, what's the emergency stop button for? Is that solely...
Yeah, okay. So emergency stop here.
inside there. I
It's
saw
a
that.
new regulation that everything must have an emergency stop if it's got electric
Yeah.
drive. So basically, if you hit that, whatever state, whether you're on electric drive or you're charging or whatever, you hit that and it goes to emergency stop.
Right.
Right.
And to reset it,
To reset it, you pull it out again.
just pull it out.
And what happens, it's reset the controller to off.
Yeah.
So you would go back through and re-enable the hybrid with button 2.
Right. Okay.
And we're
Wonderful.
back in electric drive.
I can crack that. Well, we will do. Isn't that much? No.
On here, this is your domestic 12 volt alternator light,
Yep.
and these are your boost alternators for
Yeah.
the 48 volt
That's
line.
true. I
So
wonder
this,
if
this
it's-
will light up when it comes on,
Very good.
and go out when it starts.
Thank you very much.
Not all. Have a read of the manual.
Yeah.
Do you recommend you equalise the batteries every now and again?
Now, that's what Mike mentioned to me.
Yeah.
When you say equalise the batteries,
What does it mean?
required?
Yeah, so what happens is, because it's 24 separate cells,
Yeah.
none of them are exactly the same. It's not
Correct.
possible. So when they charge up, some of them charge higher than others,
Yep.
and after a few cycles they get out of balance.
Yep.
Some of them are higher voltage than others. Yeah.
Yep.
And in fact there's a sensor tap on the battery that measures the voltage on the top and bottom,
Yes.
and there's an alarm at 2%
Right.
that starts going off if they
Okay.
start getting out of balance. So that's a good sign to equalise. So what it equalises, it's a control over voltage charge that lasts an hour. So basically, so what you do is it's a switch sequence. You can't actually equalise now.
No, no,
because
I
it's charged, but
understand.
it's a sequence of the switches here that
Yeah.
you go back over. you wait for some lights and you flick it again. If you look in the user manual,
Yes.
there's a description
Right.
and a YouTube video.
Right.